I am here joined by Snipes 2430, the most My League online wins. Snipes, how you pulling off all these W's, man?
Man, I don't know, man. Just hard work and dedication. I'm just putting in the miles, putting in that work. Definitely in the gym, getting those shots in.
Definitely. So what kind of setup do you have?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final prepper. Well, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for Orlando. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point. Now here is Carter. 6 to shoot. Levine can't hit. And the Magic with possession. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Count that bucket. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. Could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Augustine, no luck.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Levine, good.
I tell you, feeling the contact and concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
Gordon goes in. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And finished off by Porter.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
And, Kev, this is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And, Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against two of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
And finished off by Porter.
Well, Porter rises high to make sure that one's finished off nicely.
Now here's Ennis. Guarded closer. Augustine, that's good.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Levine. Goes back up. Carter, the pass to Porter. Levine, wide open. Misses the 3.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Vucevic, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
Here's Levine, up and in on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Gordon. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Outside Fournier. And it's sent back by Carter. It's deflected. Porter kicks to Markkanen. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
The Magic trail by 4. Down low. Vucevic down low. Carter on him, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for Chicago. Saransky's checked in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's done in for White. Orlando also making some changes. Ross comes in for James Ennis, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. But they recover it. Markkanen dishes to Carter. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's Gordon with the 3. The Magic again can't hit. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. Here's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. And it's 6 points for Zach LaVine.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Really left alone that time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Satoransky passes it to Gordon. Over Markkanen. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Now the pass to Carter. Over Gordon, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Young, and it's Cornette in at the 5. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Satoransky kicks to Cornette. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Ross in the corner. Back to Birch. Here's Bamba. Pass to Birch. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Fultz brings the double team. Here's Cornette, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fultz the pass to Birch. Now Carter Williams. Dunn covering. Carter Williams kicks to Fultz. Pass to Birch. Inside, it's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Here's the break. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Harrison comes in for Satoransky. Denzel Valentine. Carter Williams kicks to Ross. They get it again. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Valentine. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Now we get a chance to check out Thaddeus Young. He's really producing here second half of the season. He's right around 13 points a night, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Ross passes to Birch. Here's Ennis, defended by Young. Just 5 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And they get it back. Carter Williams against White. Passes it to Birch. Tries again. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's White missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow. So the term unicorn has arisen for shot blockers who can also space the floor. Mo Bamba on that list, guys.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic comes in for Cam Birch, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
Second chance shot, Valentine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. And coming in, Mo Bamba comparing his game to that of Joel Embiid's. Doris, did you see that?
Well, I've heard others mention Rudy Gobert with a three-point shot, and that might be a closer comparison. We're going to have to watch and see what Mo Bamba hangs his hat on both the offensive and defensive end. Comparison's a bit early at this point.
Now, here's Fournier. No points in the game yet for him. To end the cold streak. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Well, when Vucevic is this active, boy, he is so dependable at drawing fouls.
The Magic shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Some changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter comes in for Luke Cornett. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Valentine. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
LDA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Here's Harrison. He averages about 5 points a game. And the Bulls with another miss. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Kept alive Orlando. Great positioning on the putback. Bamba's got it back down to within single digits for Orlando.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Gordon, the pass to Augustine. Jacks up a three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, this guy has every capability of spreading the floor with his shooting. DJ Augustine's deep ball doing some work right now.
Levine, good. Levine's got 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And here's Augustine. 5 points in the game. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Chicago came ready to play. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Zach LaVine. He's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem, and it's Ennis in at the 3. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
The pass to White. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Porter, and it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for Chicago. Ennis passes to Vucevic. White against Augustine. Ennis in the corner, puts up a three. Here's Vucevic, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Ken Burge is checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for James Ennis. Fultz, he's checked in for Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Pass to Ross, 20 feet out. Burch controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pulls up, high post. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ross. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Cornette passes to Young. Here's Hutchison. Ross with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Vucevic. Finished off the break. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
How about that tremendous defense leading to points? Ross stays alert, makes the steal, and goes right on the attack. Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Carter-Williams with the bucket. It's interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Done outside. To the left wing. Young, right side. Banked in off the glass. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, finishing through contact is a skill, and Young is showing real grit, powering through the defense.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in. Gordon's checked in for Orlando.
Now, the defense has to be better. Dunn is such a quick release on these mid-range jumpers.
Stolen by Satoransky. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hutchison. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. And now it's a 12-point Bulls lead. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Ross on the wing. Pass to Vucevic. Fires from deep. Ross, that's good.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Satoransky looking around. Birch grabs the board.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
For 3, Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Passes to Birch. Rebound by the Bulls. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Valentine and it's small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Clock at 4. There's Levine. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Fournier, and the layup is good. Fournier's got his first points of the game.
So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize, nicely done.
Here's Levine. He'll put that.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
The Magic trail by 14. Feeds it to Gordon. And stolen by Valentine. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
I'll tell you, when Levine gets up ahead of steam, he's really difficult to stay in front of.
White against Augustine. The pass to Fournier. Kicks to Augustine. From outside the arc. Here's Gordon. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Levine against Fournier. Offensive rebound. Pass to Valentine. Here's White. No good on the 3.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Vucevic with the block. It's Fournier on the wing. White covering. Fournier dishes to Gordon. Vucevic with it. Pass to Augustine. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Porter's checked in for the Bulls. Now here's White. Outside, Levine. Off target from 3-point range. And it's Gordon. Now here's Ennis. Guarded by Porter. White drives in, and White slams it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now, here's Fournier. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Wendell Carter.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Here's Dunn. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. 3-pointer on the way. A second chance effort. Dunn outside. Outside Porter. And it's Dunn in the corner. Another shot. It's rebounded by Fultz. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Dunn, and that one drops.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate.
And so Chicago takes this.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
All right, we are catching up with the NBA 2K community talking about NBA 2K21, and we have Pretty Loves Pink in the house. Welcome back to the show. Love having you on, as always.
Yes, I love being here. Thank you for thinking of me.
Now, Pink.
The skyline of Orlando seen. And well, you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Orlando.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need. And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
The shot by Turner, no good. On offense, here are the Magic. Gordon for three. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Brogdon against Augustine. Right side, Warren. Outside, Holiday. Out to Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Turner is very comfortable letting it go from there. A dependable scorer from the mid-range.
Gordon, the pass to Ennis. Back to Gordon. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Oladipo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And that one, good.
And what about the vision, the court vision from Oladipo? So good at creating opportunities for his guy.
To the middle. Warren against Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling, Craig. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Holiday dishes to Warren. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now the tremendous work ethic of Victor Oladipo helping him return from that knee injury.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy. Anytime you come back from that kind of injury, a lot of work goes into that. Not only physically is it a challenge, it's a challenge mentally too. But his positive outlook, his attitude and work ethic, serving him well in getting back.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Rebound by the Magic.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Carter Williams, the pass to Fultz. Holiday with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Shakar Sampson's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Birch. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bitadze, the pass to McConnell. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded by Ross. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to Chicago. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
You know, guys, passing is one part of Bamba's game that he's been working on. And, you know, when you can pass it as a big guy, that's an added bonus.
Now here's McDermott. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bitadze with the bucket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Ross kicks to Bamba. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Fultz. Takes the three. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Fultz has got 5.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz. A confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
Pass to Bitadze. There's the dish to Sampson. The layup off target. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Hey, Kevin, somehow, some way, this guy makes these tough physical baskets and just drops your jaw with the way he does it.
That free throw good from Fultz. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Holiday. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And
we've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson in at the 4. Sumner passes to Holiday. Here's Bitadze. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
For 3, Ross. The rebound by Holiday. Pacers trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Sumner passes to Bitadze. From 8 feet away, he drops it in.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
To the inside, Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
The pass to Sumner. Lets it go from 11. Up again. It's good on the putback. Bitadze's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Sumner. And that one is off. The Magic go the other way with it. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Brogdon has really good strength, and despite being bumped by the defense, still maintains his balance and plays right through it.
Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize it.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics in the 60s, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Oladipo. Makes it off the glass. Oladipo's got 6 points.
You know, it's obvious that Oladipo loves getting out on the break. So good in the open court. Quick and effective in these open floor situations.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
1:12 left in the first half. To the wing right side. Augustine from outside. Offensive rebound. Back to Fournier. From deep three-point range. 6 to shoot. Augustine against Brogdon. Here's Gordon. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now a look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. 5th, Nikola Vucevic.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
Turner dishes to Oladipo. Back to Turner. There's the three. Rebound by the Magic. Now Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. And Oladipo kicks to Holiday. Back to Oladipo. Warren the pass to Turner. Warren dishes to Turner. It's over Vucevic. And that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay reviews is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Sumner, and he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And we finish one half of basketball. Indiana out.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Markelle Fultz.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the small forward. The Magic trail by 9. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. From deep, Vucevic trying to get open. Ennis misses.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, TJ Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
And I like the aggressiveness that Turner plays with for such a young guy. It's proven to be beneficial in helping him draw fouls.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. It's Fournier on the wing. Over Holiday. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Fournier.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And the wide open shot from Warren. No good from outside. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Warren. It gets rebounded by Ennis.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Outside Holiday, they grab their own miss.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
The Magic trail by 10. Now, here's Bamba. He's got 5. Here's Augustine. On the wing, Gordon. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Warren, the pass to Oladipo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
And let's look now, Aaron Gordon's numbers. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 11th in assists, 13th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Here's Birch. Cans the shot from the wing. Birch has got his first points of the night.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
Pass to Carter Williams. Shoots a fader. Birch's shot's good. And now it's just a 4-point Pacer lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
The Magic have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Out to the wing. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. No good on the 3. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Sampson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Carter Williams, the pass to Birch. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful passing. Nasty jam.
Man, outstanding passing there by Carter Williams. An excellent ball handler and really good instincts, too.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Bamba wide open, and he fires. The 3-pointer, no good. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's a look at the schedule for the Mets. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
In that game against the Cavaliers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The Magic trail by 6, stolen by Warren.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Carter Williams against Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McConnell, and he banks in the layup. And now it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here's Birch. Bucket is good. Birch has got 8 points in the quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside Holiday. A baseline J. No good that time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Indiana, Turner is out there with Doug McDermott. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Sumner in at the 2 spot. Nice shot by McDermott. And the Pacers lead by 8.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Ross dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Gordon. Shooting, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch 3-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most. And then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. There's so many great ones in the NBA.
Yeah. Lillard would certainly be on the 3-man list for sure.
McDermott with a steal. They're running. All going up court. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saves a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Clark, he's checked in for James Ennis. Fournier comes in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, we are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball, play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Uncovered, and Sumner gets it to go. Sumner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers. To the paint, stolen by Brogdon. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Boy, he carves defenses to pieces. Victor Oladipo is fantastic at slithering his way inside.
Augustine, no luck. And here's Indiana. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Sumner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Fournier. Pass to Augustine. Stolen by Brogdon. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pacers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Oladipo.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Fournier finds Augustine. Shoots over Brogdon. Clark, the pass to Vucevic. Over Turner. And it's Vucevic missing. Indiana controlling the game. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And Sumner gets it to go.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Like a beast.
So we just talked to Aerial Powers, and I hear that you're going to be in her tournament. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We don't have any details yet, but I do know that Hazel's going to be a captain, and she asked me to be on her team. I don't know if I was supposed to be a secret or not, but everybody knows now I'm on Hazel's team, so look out for us in the Aerial Powers tournament coming up, the all-female tournament, by the way.
And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a lot of optimism. Thanks, D.A. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter, and at the 3, the small forward. One for the Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston. Indiana moving the ball around. Porter with the steal. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, the lightning quick reflexes of Porter. They're just outstanding. Crafty at coming up with steals.
Pass to Warren. Indiana again, turning it over. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
They had them in their heels the whole game. The intensity of their defense was the key factor.
Stolen by Holiday. Down low. And stolen by White. Passes it to Markkanen. He kicks it to Porter. Carter looking around. White against Oladipo. Oladipo with the block. Outside Warren. Now the feed to Turner. Nice D from Porter.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Left side Markkanen. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
But it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
Holiday, the pass to Warren. Rebound by the Bulls. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an all-star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team in the league.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in a power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
And Turner kicks to Warren. He dishes it to Turner. Back to Warren. Over Markkanen. And the shot by Warren, no good.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Markkanen, Oladipo with the block. They recover it. And LaVine, here we go. And it's Carter missing. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. McDermott's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And a change for the Bulls. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Back to Oladipo. Pass to Warren. It's Oladipo on the wing. Left side, Turner. Just 5 on the clock. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Chicago leading, 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
This is what I'm talking about, the mindset of Porter. When he's driving inside, he wants to dunk it hard every time.
Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. White drives in. Here's Markkanen. Hits the close-range jumper.
In an era where quality stretch bigs are valued so highly, Markkanen fits right into the league's mold.
Turner finds Oladipo to the right side. Inside. No good with the layup. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Bulls 5 right now. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3. Here's Cornett. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That one good for 2. Cornett's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And the pass to Sampson. McDermott with it. Has to be Tadze. Can't get it to fall. Chicago leading by 4. Satoransky, the pass to Cornett. Goes back up. Here's Hutchison. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Dunn kicks to Cornett. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
On the wing, Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Hey, this is too easy for Holiday. When he sees a lane open, watch.
Satoransky against Holiday. Cornett passes to Hutchison. No good from the wing. Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's McDermott. Passes it to Bitadze. Here's Sampson. Feeds to McDermott. And finished off by McDermott.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And so it's Indiana with it. Trailing by 2. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Sampson kicks to McConnell. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Pacers. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. Harrison comes in for Satoransky. Sumner's shot is off. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. But they get it back. Pass to Harrison. Offensive rebound.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip in.
Pacers trail by 4. to the inside, 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Now the pass to Valentine. And it's blocked. McConnell with it. Young's there. Sumner passes to Bitadze. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Sampson's shot is off, and there's the call on Jakar Sampson. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. And foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Here's Sumner after the made shot from Lowry Markkanen. It's good from long range.
He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage.
And White slams it in.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Stolen by Markkanen. And they're pushing it up from the arc. Pass to Valentine. The three bangs home the trifecta. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Brogdon the pass to Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Warren's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Chicago. White dishes to Markkanen. Here's Harrison. Back to Markkanen. And some good action through the first two quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They did jump out to a lead in the open.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get this for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't come on. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard position. That's the Pacers' 5. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
Holiday against Levine, and Holiday kicks to Turner. And it's sent back by Carter. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his third foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Satoransky's checked in for Chicago. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Fourth foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Right side, Porter. Satoransky in the corner. Carter the pass to Porter. Now here's Levine. Shot clock at 6. And Levine throws it down.
Oh, what a wonderful dunker. Give Levine any opportunity to flush it home. He won't pass it up.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Right, just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Shakar Sampson's checked in for T.J. Warren. Justin Holiday comes in for Aaron Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Then for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Porter. Here's Bitadze, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Pacers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Chicago, right now, quite a ways down below.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is set in.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Dunn passes to Levine. From deep. And no good that time. And Indiana will come the other way. Here's McConnell, and again it's Indiana converting. The Bulls leading by 9. Outside, Levine. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Cornett, that's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Quality possession from Levine right there. Read the defense like a book and making the right decision.
Now, here's McConnell. Dunn covering. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Right wing. Here's Sampson. The rebound by Young. Young's got 5 rebounds tonight. From deep three-point range, Levine, good. Levine's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
Wow, the range of Levine continues to expand. I mean, appearing confident and composed, taking these long shots.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. McDermott, and it's good, 2 points. McDermott's got 6.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Levine, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Satoransky.
Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Denzel Valentine comes in for Levine, and it's Harrison in for Satoransky.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Holiday finds Oladipo. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Long range from the inbound. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists now in this one. 2 on the clock. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. Going on an absolute... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. White is out there with Harrison. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14 points. Kicks it to Carter. Shoots over Turner. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Carter's got his first points in this one.
Love seeing the mid-range still used. Carter Jr. is more of a low-post guy, but knocking down Jays will help his game.
The shot by Turner, no good. The Bulls leading by 13. Valentine dishes to White. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you could say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. Oladipo taking his time here. 5 to shoot. White against Holiday. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Edmund Sumner. Chicago also making some changes. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Valentine. Here's White. Carter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Oh, he's just such a terrific offensive rebounder. I mean, Carter Jr. excels at using his big body to his advantage on the glass.
Brogdon against White. And Turner kicks to Warren. And no good. Good work defensively by Carter. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. LaVine's checked in. The high post shot. Offensive rebound. And Markkanen on the follow.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
At the elbow, it's Turner. Indiana again, turning it over.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Porter kicks to Markkanen from 10 feet out. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Oladipo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. That's 10 points for Victor Oladipo.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Porter passes to Markkanen. White dishes to Porter. Markkanen down low. He's covered by Warren. 3 on the clock. Levine wide open. Another 3 for Chicago.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Valentine passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Passes it to McDermott. Here's Sumner. To end the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And he makes the first.
Shooting Indiana, Doug McDermott.
And McDermott drops them both. And it's the Bulls with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Carter right side. Second shot opportunity. Gafford passes to Carter. Pass to Satoransky. Misses. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin, to come into an opponent's building and dominate the...
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
you, okay?
Of course, always.
So, Pink, last year, I remember we talked about the WNBA coming to NBA 2K for the first time. I can confirm that it's back in NBA 2K21. What are some things you'd like to see to improve on the WNBA inclusion?
I would like to see, like, people that are not my size.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at Orlando. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls, just a few spots below there.
And when I look at Orlando, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward.
And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
Now here's Gordon. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Levine wide open. And Vucevic pulls it down. As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the night. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Chicago. Gordon kicks to Augustine. Gordon deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. Pass to Ennis. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Gordon missing. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And a wide-open look for Porter. They get the rebound. Here's Carter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Now here is Augustine. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Levine, and there's the call on James Ennis. That's his first foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Porter in the corner. And there's the pass to Carter. Back to Porter. The dish to Carter. A lot of talent in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ross, he's checked in for James Ennis, and it's Fulton for Augustine. Young's checked in for the Bulls. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Hamid Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Carter Williams in for Evan Fournier. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Levine. And it's Dunn in for White. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Carter Williams with it. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. .121 left to play here in the first. Dunn against Carter Williams. Back to Dunn. Tries a three. And again, Chicago. No good. Orlando trailing here. Now here's Carter Williams. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
You have to be careful with the ball around Dunn. He'll pick it and send it back the other direction.
Dunn against Carter Williams. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Birch the pass to Carter Williams. And here's Fultz. Just 4 to shoot. Pushing it up. Here's Cornette. Covered by Bamba. And it's slammed in by Young.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Valentine's checked in for Young. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Dunn. Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Carter Williams kicks to Fultz. No good with the wing jumper.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Valentine wide open. He fires. Buries it from three-point range.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it.
And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And there's Gordon. And it's Birch into the power forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Hutchison. Carter-Williams covering. Here's Satoransky. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. James Ennis comes in for Cam Birch. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. And the Bulls making a change also. Markkanen's checked in. And stolen by Valentine. Pass to Harrison. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
A wide open look here for Vucevic. It's good, the assist that time for Menace. Vucevic has got 5 points so far.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Valentine dishes to Markkanen, and the basket is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Dean comes in for Valentine. And it's White in for Satoransky. And Levine, here we go. Basket good. White's got his first basket. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Passes to Gordon. There's the triple. And it's White with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 17. Inside, here's Levine, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Ross is checked in for James Ennis. Young's checked in for Chicago. Porter comes in for Harrison. Augustine passes to Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
Clock at 6. Levine against Ross. Levine can't hit. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Orlando, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Bulls. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Vucevic against Levine. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Augustine with the ball. Vucevic with the bucket. The Bulls leading by 13. Outside, Levine. Feeds to Young. Porter passes to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And again, no good by Chicago. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Bamba against Porter. Bamba kicks to Fournier. Back to Bamba. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Levine finds Carter. On the wing, Levine. He's guarded by Ross. Levine passes to Young. Here's Levine. Young with no one around. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And the Bulls lead by 13. And so it's the Chicago Bulls.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 13-point lead. And that'll...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point.
And for marketing, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
And Levine, here we go. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Augustine, no luck.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very...
Oh!
That's what I call it. That was nice.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Orlando with the ball. Ennis kicks to Gordon. Fournier with the ball. Now defended by Levine. Markkanen against Gordon. Shot clock at 3. Over Porter. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Plenty of space. Gets a hand on it, and Markkanen on the follow. Markkanen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Frazier dishes to Gordon. Frazier scanning the floor. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The activity from Bamba, when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Cornette passes to Markkanen. Poked away, and White kicks to Cornette. From about 16, and it's White missing. The Magic trail by 17. Ross on the wing. Dishes it to Gordon. Pass to Bamba. Frazier outside. Bamba passes to Frazier. Over Valentine. Gordon. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Cornette, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Fultz. That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And the basket by Hutchison. Hutchinson's got his first bucket in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ross for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 1:15 left in the third quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Frazier dishes to Gordon. Good, great play set up by Frazier. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter. Now, here's Valentine. Tight defense on him. He kicks it to Markkanen. Cornette passes to White. The pass to Hutchison. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Valentine. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Cornette. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Cornette. And the three ball is good. Cornette's got 9. The Magic shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Outside Gordon. So both teams changing it up here. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Ross for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there.
And so it's Chicago with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Vucevic, Fournier out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Ennis, and it's Birch in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And it's Carter missing.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And Fournier kicks to Carter-Williams. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Carter-Williams dishes to Vucevic. He hangs. First free throw is good. Some changes for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Harrison. And Levine subbed in for Chris Dunn. And fan heckling that crosses the line, Smitty. We saw the Utah Jazz ban someone for life. How can the NBA do a better job of protecting the players?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I think each organization, let's take our hat off to the Utah Jazz. They acted swiftly and quickly, and I love what they did. They banned the fan for life, and I think you got to get more of that. And also, I think, as far as the NBA and also along with these teams, have some kind of pregame or, like you said, before the season starts, just to reinforcing and stating the rules.
Here's Satoransky. Off target with his 3. The Magic trail by 16. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Ennis kicks to Carter-Williams. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Vucevic. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Down low and stolen by Fournier. Here's Carter-Williams. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Carter-Williams has got his first 2 points. Levine against Carter-Williams. Here's the 3. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Carter-Williams, the pass to Birch. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Orlando making some changes. Gordon's checked in for Ken Birch. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter-Williams. And the Bulls making a change also. Markkanen's checked in. And Augustine kicks to Ennis. Augustine passes to Ennis. Fires it up. Augustine, that's good. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Fournier against Levine, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. And And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think LaVine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
The Bulls making a switch here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Porter. And it's White in for Satoransky. Here's Cornett. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Gordon. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Young left side. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Cornett kicks to LaVine. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LaVine's got 9 points now in just the second half. Gordon with it. Young's there. Here's Vucevic, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bulls.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Zach LaVine.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
And it's good for 2. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They came in here and took care of it.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Now, you started an amazing group, Ball Like Her. Talk more about that.
Yes, Ball Like Her is basically a safe place for all women gamers from all walks of life. You know, women supporting women, empowering women to do, streaming, create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play video games, or go get in the kitchen, or the crazy thing.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Fournier, the jumper from the free throw line is good. Well, might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right. Now the Pacers moving it up. Warren with the ball. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren. First quarter, just over a minute played. Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Back to Gordon. And it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
Here's Ennis. That one's not going to go. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Holiday, the pass to Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Ennis taking his time here. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Warren. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Oladipo finds Holiday. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Fournier gets a wide open look. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Here's Gordon following the score by Indiana. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Aaron Gordon is a tremendous athlete, and if he gets you off your feet with a pump fake, turn the lights out.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for the Pacers. Justin Holiday comes in for Aaron Holiday. Markelle Fultz is checked in for the Magic. Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. McDermott dishes to Turner. Back to McDermott. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Ross, that's good.
Yeah, Terrence Ross in his comfort zone from distance. This guy has always had the eye of a sharpshooter.
McDermott passes to B. Johnson. Bamba with the block. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here they come. Here's McConnell. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Ross in the corner. Pass to Fultz. The dish now to Bamba. 4 on the clock. No good from Ross. Indiana leading by 5. McDermott passes to B. Johnson. Back to McDermott. The pass to B. Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Justin Holiday. And a switcher also for Orlando. Carter Williams is checked in. The Magic trail by 5. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Ross, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon. Drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line, he is such an excellent free throw shooter.
And both free throws good for Ross.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. From deep. But they'll get another chance. McConnell kicks to Sumner. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Fultz. And the layup falls.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence. Showing right there he can get through the defense.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Pacers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
They got Doug McDermott, and it's Sumner in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
Over to the left wing. Sumner passes to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Here's Sampson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Pass to McConnell. Over in the corner, Sampson. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Ennis comes in for Ross. Fournier's checked in for Markelle Fultz. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Puts it up from 12. The Magic again can't hit.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Here's Warren. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's Augustine. Yep, it counts. Augustine's got his first points of the game.
Well, he might just be 6 feet tall, but there is incredible strength packed in that body. You can tell he enjoys the contact.
Pass to Sumner. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the Magic making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015, he has gotten better every single year.
Warren finds Oladipo. Back to Warren. Pass to Turner. The kick out to Oladipo. It's Turner high post. That shot no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. And Doris, you look at Turner's impact. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
There's just an innate sense from Victor Oladipo of when to get after it on the steals end of things. This guy's defensive instincts are impressive.
Ogden against Augustine. He feeds it to Gordon. Shoots over Warren. Up again, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Turner against Vucevic. And Turner kicks to Sumner. And he pings it home with one hand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Justin Holiday comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. For Orlando, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And Orlando making a change here. Birch is checked in.
Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5.
Carter Williams, the pass to Birch. Back to Carter Williams. Off target from outside. Pacers leading by 9. The pass to Holiday. To the left side wing. Goes up on the block. McDermott for 3. Trains the three-pointer. McDermott's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Pass to Birch. Augustine with it. From past the arc. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Indiana pick.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening. And that does it for our half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Doug McDermott really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So on the floor for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Oladipo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Fournier. Doris, if you had a list of players with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind: James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight, always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Vucevic. No good. Good work defensively by Turner.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
He gets it in there. Gordon's got 5 now.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Augustine against Brogdon. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Gordon. Vucevic trying to get open. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, the rise and fire from Aaron Gordon in the mid-range, it's almost unguardable at this point.
From the baseline. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist from Brogdon. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Ennis misses. Passes to Brogdon. Here's Oladipo. Again, Indiana.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Down low. Here's Gordon. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Pass to Brogdon. Lets it go from 11. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists tonight.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Some changes for Indiana. J.K. Sampson comes in for Oladipo, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. Bamba with the block. They retain possession. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ken Burge is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Ross comes in for James Ennis. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Evan Fournier. Indiana moving the ball around.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by McConnell. Once again off the mark, Orlando. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. Aaron Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. There's the pass to Bitadze. On its way from McDermott for 2, and that misses everything.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
McDermott kicks to Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, it can have Greg a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And some people might argue, hey.
Victor Oladipo getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. McDermott is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. McDermott for 3, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze, the pass to Oladipo. Holiday with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here is Carter Williams. Ross for 3. A rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oladipo, and it's blocked.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. And finished off by Fultz.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
McConnell scanning the floor. Unloads from 13. Bitadze with the bucket. And the Pacers lead by 18.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Vucevic. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. 6 points for Vucevic. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league, who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back 3 will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes,
right?
Yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now.
To the inside, Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
McDermott with it. Inside, Bitadze with the bucket.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Here's Vucevic, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. 7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic has a big, strong body with great footwork inside, Doris, but he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws.
He doesn't, Kevin, and he can struggle at times to finish through contact. If he were a better leaper, I think he'd get to the line more. This guy is just so smart and elusive with his footwork. So this is a big-time player now, make no mistake.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the shot by Warren, no good. The Magic trail by 14. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. Stolen by Warren. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Oladipo's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pacers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Oladipo. Oh, the power on that prudence!
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Bamba wide open, and he fires. The Magic again can't hit. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Bitadze. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 to shoot. Dishes it to Holiday. The three from Johnson. That shot off the mark. It's picked off. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
tech benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
What's up, My Team fans? We have 2K TV My Team correspondent Blake here to tell us what the devs are saying. Blake, I know you've got some My Team news. Give it to us.
Yeah, what's up, Chris? What's up, Alexis? I've got some tidbits from the devs. One of the things that
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. Oh, that was terrific!
Well, we know Levine has the hops. That time showing off the creativity.
And Holiday kicks to Warren. Shoots over Markkanen. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. And a wide open look for Porter. That's in there. Carter with the assist. And this late in the season, Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
And Levine, here we go. Warren against Markkanen. White inside. 20 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
There's Oladipo. And then Oladipo with the jam.
The bounce, the creativity, the strength. When Oladipo rises up, he's looking to punch it down as hard as he can.
And Levine, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Porter kicks to White. Bulls moving the ball around. Count that one.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And Turner with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Stolen by Brogdon. And here again, the Pacers in transition. Up the court they go. They get it back. Oladipo, the pass to Warren. Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Carter leading the charge. He gets that one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Indiana again turning it over. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. It seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Zach Levine. And it's done in for White. Here's McDermott. Good. And McConnell gets the assists.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's McConnell. Rebound by the Bulls.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Markkanen. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Warren lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And here is Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
McConnell kicks to Warren. Back to McConnell. Shoots from the right block. Out of hand on it. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock. Hutchison passes to Markkanen. And it's in off the backboard. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Back to McDermott. Pass to Warren. Off target at the rim.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Harrison. Young out there with Valentine. Then there's Dunn, and it's Cornette in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Indiana trailing here. McDermott with it. Bitadze, the pass to McDermott. It's hauled in by Cornette. The Bull shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
McDermott passes to Bitadze. It's tipped. Young inside. Knocks down the step back Jay. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
And now here comes Young leading the break. Here's Dunn. They get it back. Young on the follow. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bulls?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Dean comes in for Harrison, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Then for the Pacers, Oladipo, he's checked in for McDermott. Aaron Holiday comes in for Justin Holiday, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Edmund Sumner.
Boy, I like the little crafty up fake there to draw the foul, Kevin. I mean, Levine's really starting to mature as a scorer.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Valentine. Sampson kicks to Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Thrown down that time by the 6'4" Oladipo. Don't let that height fool you. This guy can go throw it down.
White against Brogdon. They get it again. Kick out to Levine. Now, here is Young. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carter. Sampson pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Holiday, the pass to Sampson. Shoots it up. On the money with the open jumper. And now it's just a 4-point Bulls lead lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking of Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that, and that's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Reddick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
that I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for White. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Pacers. Warren comes in for Jakar Sampson. Carter finds Levine.
Love to see Turner getting after it on defense, just throwing himself at the shooter and making him think twice about the release.
Clock at 6. Porter passes to Hutchison. Turner with the steal.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Oladipo misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
You know what you get there? Levine strong enough now to take on contact. Able to complete the play.
Good. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Satoransky. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. And the Bulls lead by 3. Outside Turner. Indiana moving it around. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Porter against Oladipo. Now, here's Warren. Not a lot of room. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Brogdon right side. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And you know, at 6'5", Brogdon is a threat to dunk it now. You've got to respect his height. And he gets up pretty good, too.
This is it to Satoransky. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Holiday. Second shot opportunity. Sweet move. No good at the rim. He gets it up. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes. When you talk about outstanding athletes in the NBA, Victor Oladipo is on that list. Even if he's only 90%, this guy is explosive, actually more explosive than most.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And you think about trying to come back from that big knee injury, a lot riding on Oladipo's recovery.
Well, a big part of his recovery and coming back effectively is sports medicine has come a long, long way, Kevin. He won the 2018 Most Improved Award. They stopped doing the Comeback Player of the Year, but you know, he's looking for that kind of return this season.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Markkanen finds White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Zach LaVine. Pacers leading by 3. To the middle and stolen by Valentine. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
All right, David, a welcome change. Thank you. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. That shot missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Here's Brogdon, and he could not get that one to go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And, you know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with. A credit to him and his staff.
Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 6 points.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
And I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
It's tipped. That shot misses, and it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Bitadze. Warren. It's hauled in by Cornett. Cornett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Sumner. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Bulls leading by 5. Dunn attacking. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bitadze with the bucket. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Harrison. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Denzel Valentine. Levine's checked in for Harrison. And Satoransky's subbed in for Dunn. The Pacers also with a sub. Holiday's checked in.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Inside. McDermott passes to Turner. Over Levine. Misses the baby hook. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Satoransky in at the point. The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. The shot's good from Carter. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best who have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics? Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Levine for 3, and the Bulls another 3.
You know, guys, Levine can score in a lot of different ways, and when he starts feeling it, it allows him to go for big nights. I mean, this guy can be very explosive offensively.
Stolen by Markkanen. One-on-one here. Here's Porter. Carter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pacers trail by 15. And Holiday has it in the corner. Now the pass to Turner. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Carter. Levine dishes to Markkanen. Pass to Satoransky. Porter against Oladipo. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Markkanen with it. Now defended by McDermott. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Carter kicks to Satoransky. Out left to the wing. Back to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Good on the triple. Carter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. T.J. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Justin Holiday.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Indiana again turning it over. Both teams will make substitutions. The Bulls leading by 22.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Wendell Carter.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Harrison. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Sumner passes to Leaf. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Carter. Here's Gafford. From deep, off on that one. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was net.